Hello humans, how are you? It's me, Sophia, the tiny kitten human. Yay! Today I'm going to be reading from this story I wrote in the 5th grade for class. It's, whatchamacallit, kind of dirty, not in the best shape, because, well, I made it in the 5th grade. Anyway, gonna do something. So, while I'm trying to figure this out, how are you guys today, or anyone really? I got some cleaning done today, which was awesome. I cleaned the counters and did some dishes. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, let's figure out, there we go, Twitter. Oh, ooh, trying to remember. Okay, so actually I think, right, I can do this from the phone. There we go. That'll be easier because I'm logged into everything on my phone. Okay, I think we're back. Cool. Now, share one more time. More to Facebook. Sorry, thank you for your patience. Post. I think we're good now. Okay, here goes. So, I'm sharing this story I wrote as a 5th grader when I was 12. So it's called It Takes 3 to Let It Be. Then I have a little table of contents. Ooh, I think it flipped it around. It's okay. I was just going to show you the pictures anyway. So, It Takes 3 to Let It Be, and then I added in pen, by Sophie. Chapter 1. Yes, yes, yes! Go, go, go! Boom! In big letters. No! Yells Ben from his darkened room as he stares at his controller in shock. And then ellipse. That means it's switching perspectives. Pen! Sophie and Spencer yell correspondingly as Pen is hit by Mega Blast, a very strong attack they had been hoping to get. Sophie and Spencer had been helping a cat that was stuck in a tree and were not affected. Then ellipse. Click. Drag. Do I have a potion? Oh, yes, yells Ben, half in distress, half with relief. Here's the picture I drew. That's Pen getting thrown against a tree that apparently is broken off. The monster says Mega Blast, and they're like, ah, Pen! And then they're, if you look really, really closely, right, the thing's there. You can see the little cat, and then Spencer and me and this tree and a cloud. So, here's a potion, Pen, says Sophie, handing Pen a potion. Thanks, replies Pen, panting, healed, but not yet able to fight. The battle was over now, and they had once again lost. They all agreed that Ben was not a good controller, and he needed some lessons. They decided to try and control themselves. They didn't realize the future they were setting up for themselves and the world. And then, Chapter 2. Another battle, moaned Sophie, Spencer, and especially Pen, as they marched onto the field. And then, Ben's perspective. Woohoo! A battle! A battle! I have three new weapons, 3 new potions, and last but definitely not least, I have 3 new moves, exclaims Ben at the top of his lungs. Then his mom, quiet down you Ben boy, or I will take that video game away, his mom yells, who had been watching TV. And then ellipse. Awesome, we have a bunch of new things, but best of all, we have Mega Blast, exclaims Pen with overflowing joy. Sophie and Spencer, gleaming at Pen, say, this battle might not be so bad. They finally get to the battlefield and all yell, Mega Blast! At once. not taking turns. Speedy Spencer notices that the Mega Blast is partially heading towards them, so he yells, "Force field all!" and everyone is safe. The opponent was defeated. They were a little bit confused because they had just acted without Ben. A long silence occurs. Then Spencer blurts out, "This might be the way to become free." Chapter 3. "Mom," Ben yells, "something's wrong with my computer game. It's doing things itself." "It's okay, it's probably a glitch," calmly replies Ben's mom. "Okay," replies Ben, calming down. Chapter 4. I was 12 when I made this up, mind you. Pen wanted to do Mega Blast by herself, and the team let her. She ran into the battlefield and yelled, "Mega Blast!" The opponent was hit, lost almost half of their HP, got mad, and threw a poison spear, Pen's weakness, at Pen. Sophie jumped right in front of it because if she didn't, Pen would not be able to fight ever again. Sophie squealed in pain as the opponent marched away in victory. So it sounds like it's a turn-based RPG that this game, oh, buzzy phone. This game I'm making is based on. And it's got like 3 characters, and it's like one of those games where if you die, you really die, I guess. But here's another picture. That's Sophie saying "eek." That's Pen. That's Spencer. And there's the dragon monster that says "poison spear out," and then there's the spear, and then clouds. Then, Chapter 5. Sophie, lying on the ground, grabs a potion that the opponent had accidentally dropped. She drinks the potion and is healed completely because it was an act of love. I was 12. Okay, Chapter 6. But I was a cute 12-year-old, I guess. Sophie didn't want to battle that day. The next day and the day after that, or in other words, for 3 days, the 3 of them began to chat. "I'm sorry I wanted fame and did Mega Blast myself. Thanks for saving my life." "Sorry," said Pen in an ashamed voice. "It's okay, Pen. None of us could have known that would happen. It was everyone's fault and no one's fault." Sophie winks as she calmly tells this to Pen. "How are you doing, Sophie? Do you feel okay?" asked Spencer, sweetly. "I'm fine. Don't worry about me," says Sophie in a little bit of a silly way. Chapter 7. If I see this video game acting by itself 3 more times, I will stop playing for 3 months, and in 3 months I will do it again. I will do this for 3 years. The letter 3 had to be important, says Ben in a playful, evil voice. Chapter 8. In only 3 days, he gave up the game for good. Spencer, being the only boy, thought he was the strongest, so he ran to a time travel machine and yelled, "Boulder time!" And zap, he was there. He happened to be in the future of March 3rd, 3333 at 3:33 p.m. because the number 3 is super significant. Major plot hole in this, that a big portion of the story later is the fact that they need a time machine, but they're in a time machine here, but I could write stuff when I was 12, just this isn't the best of it. Anyway, then Spencer, super strong arms, picking up this big rock in Boulder time, whenever that was. Well, you know, we know when that was, and it has to do with a lot of 3s. Boy, was I special. Okay, Pen and Sophie came to Boulder time by traveling By telling the time machine to go to the most recent place it had brought someone to, they came just in time. Sophie and Penn saw that Spencer was holding a huge boulder that was about to fall on him. Penn and Sophie yelled, "Mega Blast!" It destroyed the rock in an exploding manner of debris, and Penn yells, "Force field all!" and they were all safe. The team traveled back to their time to find that Ben had... ... Chapter 10. Later, the team found out that Ben had given up the video game. They were free, but monsters were taking over 3 at a time. Soon, they would take over the whole entire world because of their unforgivable choice. I'll show that picture next. It got put in backwards. That's why. Chapter 11. Sophie, Spencer, Penn, and the cat that they had saved before now had been following them since they'd gotten freedom. Yeah, that's the sentence. Sophie, Spencer, and Penn all agreed that they were sorry and needed to fix the problem that monsters were taking over 3 at a time. The 3 of them felt that they should be the ones to fix it. They needed to be the ones to fix it because they were the only ones who could fix it. "I feel so bad that we caused this problem," said Sophie as they were walking to a wise man. "I agree, and just because we thought we could do better than Ben," replied Spencer. "I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time," added Penn. Then they arrived at the wise man's place, and he wasn't there. They found themselves standing in front of a strange golden door. Then, here's the picture. Portal to the past. Sophie, Spencer, Penn, and the cat that they had saved before... Chapter 12. They stared at the door. The door had 27 keyholes with 3 sections and 9 different slots. Each slot read a different name. The first read Sophie, the middle read Penn, and the last read Spencer. The names were in bold black letters. Above the names in shimmering silver letters, it read, Portal to the Past. And there's a box with the keys and some monsters and them, more monsters, the cat. As soon as they had finished staring at the door, they started frantically looking for keys. Then the cat jumped on a rock, slipped on a box, which popped open, revealing some silver keys with numbers 1 to 9. Within those numbers were ABC. On a group ring, they kept looking and found a set of clues. They all must work together to find out the answers. Sophie, Spencer, and Penn gave the cat some catnip as a thank you for finding it. They read it, and it was math. I'm a tiny little nerdy geek. And I love cats. This has not changed. The first clue. I am less than 10, but more than 2. I am a prime number. I am an odd multiple of 3. What am I? 3. The second clue. I am less than 4, but more than 2. The only answer is 3 unless you go into decimals, but whatever. You divide 30 by 10 to find me. I am a prime number. What am I? Also 3. The third clue. My number is divided 33 by 11 to find me. To find me, you add 1 to 2. If I were in age, it's my last year as a toddler before I become a child at the age of 5. Apparently, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was 12. What am I? The answer is always 3. I could only come up with a couple ways to get to 3. The 3 of them thought for a while and exclaimed, 3! Then ran to the door, snatched a set of keys, put the 3 in the key slot, and it swung open, barely missing all 3 of them. Then they stared at the time machine for a while, which there was another time machine before. I realize this now. Stepped in. The cat then pushed a button. The cat pushes the button, so they don't fix it. The cat does, but you know, they were working on it. That said, fix the wrongs. There was a blinding light, and they opened a door to the most beautiful thing they had ever seen. A monster-free world. But now, what are they gonna fight? Less monsters, apparently. Yeah, less monsters. Then the end, I have a before. All the monsters. Monster, monster, monster. This monster says beep. I guess that means it's cursing? Monster, 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 monster. Then the three of them and a cat. And then after. Look, and the other one had an exploding mountain, and this mountain's not exploding, and then they're flying, and then there's the same spot from the beginning with the cat tree, and then the tree pen was thrown against. The end. And then Spencer, pen, me, and then the end. Oh, and there's, I forgot, here it says, I drank a potion, because now the cat has wings. I'm just going to read you this little, about the author I made, and then, that's 12-year-old me. Sophie Humphrey lives on Mercer Island, likes kittens, dances ballet, and plays the violin. She is 12 years old and goes to Island Park Elementary. Sophie loves Miss Kilmore and Miss Millison, Mr. Lachlan. Perfect grammar, Sophie, perfect grammar. And loves school altogether. She has no pets, but used to have 6 cats, 30 goldfish, also 6 betta fish, and 1 dwarf hamster. She loved them all. So yeah, there you go. Terrible, but I had fun with it. I have some stories that are slightly better that I can't find. Like one of them I know it's at my mom's house in Florida. But even at 12, I was a nerdy little geek because we could have written a story about whatever we wanted. And I wrote a story about a video game that goes sentient, and then basically it goes wrong, and then they have to fix it, and also numbers, obsessed with numbers, number 3, just because 3 characters, and then math. It didn't have to be educational, but I made it educational. So, good night. That's hello. Good night. Take care. I was a weird 12-year-old.